The Voice, Team Kelly's Corey Ward and Savanna Woods hit the battle rounds with Fleetwood Mac's Dreams. We're still in the midst of the battle rounds on NBC's The Voice Season 20, and the competition just keeps getting fiercer. On Monday, April 5, Team Kelly's Corey Ward went head-to-head with Savanna Woods with an unbelievable cover of Fleetwood Mac's Dreams. The contestants were both so good. It was an incredibly close call for who would come out on top. Ward really impressed the judges during the blind auditions with his rendition of Robin's Dancing on My Own. Though Kelly Clarkson and John Legend both turned their chairs, the South Carolina native decided to go with Clarkson. This was Ward's big second chance after previously auditioning for the singing competition last season. He claimed that staying true to who he is as an artist, an emotional heart guy, is what made judges turn their chairs this season. It makes sense that he's an emotional singer, as he's a worship director at a church in Georgia. The passion also really came through during his battle with Savanna Woods. On the surface, it looked like performing Fleetwood Mac would be a walk in the park for Woods. She grew up a mega Stevie Nicks fan and even has that whimsical look about her. In the rehearsals, it was clear that the two were an incredibly strong pairing and had a connection that Clarkson admitted takes years to accomplish. Though Calcia Ballerini had to step in to make the final call following their performance, it seemed to really impress all of the coaches. Read more. Ariana Grande is joining Season 21 of The Voice. Blake Shelton was first up to offer his feedback. After complimenting Wood's powerful range, he turned to Ward. You can't put a value on that kind of a weathered sound that you have. To have that sound and incredible tone and pitch is really good. Ultimately, he was as stumped as to who should win as Nick Jonas, who jumped in next. Corey, even just from the blinds to now, you've risen to this occasion in such a big way. I think this maybe meant something more to you. There was an inner source or an emotional pull that you had. If there's one encouragement I could give you, it's just to keep tapping into that source, that thing that drives you. John Legend admitted that he would lean towards Corey because he really just seemed like the more passionate performer, though it was clear both of them loved being up on the stage. Ballerini had interesting feedback as someone who had previously covered Dreams and admitted it was difficult to take something that iconic and make it your own, but praised both artists for succeeding, especially Woods. Ultimately, she named Ward Team Kelly Clarkson's winner of the battle, but used her remaining save to keep Savanna Woods on the team. Can't wait to see what's next for these two in the next round. The battle rounds on The Voice are a critical turning point for the contestants. After weeks of blind auditions filled with tension, joy, and anticipation, the contestants now face off against each other in head-to-head duets. Only one can be chosen to move forward, unless a coach steps in for a dramatic steal, rescuing the eliminated singer and giving them another chance at glory. This part of the competition is where dreams are made or shattered, and Kelly Clarkson's team knew it all too well. One of the most memorable performances during this stage came from Corey Ward and Savanna Woods, who were tasked with performing Fleetwood Mac's iconic hit, Dreams. The contestants, Corey Ward and Savanna Woods. Corey Ward, a singer-songwriter with a raw, emotional voice, had already left an indelible mark on the coaches during the blind auditions. With his deep, soulful tone, Ward had impressed Kelly Clarkson, leading her to turn her chair for him. His music had always been personal, stemming from a place of vulnerability and passion. His journey on The Voice was a testament to his resilience, as he had faced significant personal challenges that shaped his artistry. Ward's ability to connect emotionally with both the lyrics and the audience made him a strong contender on Team Kelly. On the other hand, Savanna Woods brought something unique to the table. With her ethereal bohemian style and a voice that could easily transport listeners to another world, Woods had captivated audiences from the moment she first stepped onto the stage. Her sound, a mixture of rock, folk, and indie influences, made her a standout. When Clarkson selected her for her team, it was clear that she saw Woods as someone who could bring a fresh and dynamic energy to the competition. The combination of her soft, mystical vocals and Ward's intense, emotional delivery made for an exciting pairing as they approached the battle rounds. The song choice, Fleetwood Mac's Dreams. Fleetwood Mac's Dreams is one of the most iconic songs of the 1970s, written by Stevie Nicks during a period of personal and emotional turmoil within the band. The track, released as part of their legendary Rumors album, is timeless. Its smooth, haunting melody and introspective lyrics have resonated with generations of listeners. Dreams captures the essence of longing, heartbreak, and moving on, which made it an excellent choice for the battle rounds, where the emotional depth of a song can often determine a contestant's fate. For Corey Ward and Savanna Woods, Dreams presented a unique challenge. Both singers had to find a balance between honoring the original and making the performance their own. Fleetwood Mac's legacy loomed large, and the pressure was on to ensure that their rendition lived up to the standards set by the band while showcasing their individual strengths. Preparing for the battle as Ward and Woods stepped into the rehearsal room, the gravity of the moment was palpable. They were both talented vocalists with distinct styles, but their strengths lay in different areas. Clarkson, as their coach, knew that blending their voices would be key to a successful performance. She encouraged them to lean into the song's natural flow, while ensuring they maintained the emotional core that made Dreams so powerful. During the rehearsal process, Clarkson worked meticulously with the duo, emphasizing the importance of both harmony and contrast. Ward's voice had a rugged, almost raspy quality that could cut through the melody, while Wood's vocals were more delicate and airy, creating an interesting dynamic. Together, they had to strike the perfect balance between these contrasting styles, allowing each singer to shine without overpowering the other. Clarkson advised them to focus on the storytelling aspect of the song. Dreams isn't just about hitting the right notes, it's about conveying a sense of longing and melancholy. Clarkson wanted Ward and Woods to channel their personal experiences and connect with the song on a deeper level. She reminded them that the audience and the other coaches would respond to authenticity, to a performance that felt real and heartfelt. The performance, when the time came for the battle, the stage was set for a memorable showdown. Ward and Woods took their positions, the opening chords of Dreams filling the room with a sense of nostalgia. From the first note, it was clear that both contestants were fully committed to the performance. Ward's voice, rich with emotion, gave the song an edge that was both raw and powerful. His delivery was intense, as though every word carried the weight of personal experience. Woods, on the other hand, brought a haunting, almost ethereal quality to the performance. Her voice floated effortlessly over the melody, adding a dreamlike atmosphere to the rendition. Their harmonies were breathtaking. The contrast between Ward's gritty tone and Wood's smooth, velvety vocals created a captivating tension, drawing the audience in. They didn't just sing the song. They lived it, giving it new life while still paying homage to the original. As they traded verses and came together for the chorus, it felt as though they were telling a shared story of heartache and reflection. The audience and coaches were visibly moved by the performance. Clarkson, who had coached them through the journey, looked proud of what they had accomplished. The other coaches, too, were impressed, with some even expressing regret that they hadn't turned for one or both of the singers during the blind auditions. The verdict, when the final note rang out, the studio was filled with applause. Both Ward and Woods had delivered a performance worthy of moving forward in the competition. However, the rules of the battle rounds meant that only one could be chosen as the winner. Clarkson had a difficult decision to make.